the prediction for the end of the season, i.e., we will be in the top 5. We will get Champions League. We will get Europe. We will win a trophy. Amorim will still be there, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Which I think that will happen. But,
so just open it up to what we think the headlines will be.
Give me a prediction for the end of the season.
I think we will finish.
Got to give a position, which Producer just said to me.
Oh wow!
He's not having it. He's no fence sitting.
I think we'll finish about 6th. And Ruben Amorim, I think we'd have seen a lot more positive signs. I don't think there'll be too many disaster classes between now and the end of the season because he's showing that he can adapt tactically. So I think we finish 6th and have a steady season.
Crookie, for you, what's your prediction for the season? What position are you going for?
I said 5th at the start of the season, and a lot of our talkSPORT colleagues laughed at me. But it's there, isn't it? It's there. If they won the game,
it's there.
If they won the game at the weekend, I think they'd be 3rd.
Yeah,
so
2nd maybe. Oh yeah, 3rd. Yeah, 3rd.
And they've got a lot of difficult games out the way. Already played Arsenal at home, been to Anfield, been to the Etihad, played Chelsea at home, been to Spurs. I'm going to stick with it. I think 5th, and that'll be enough for Champions League football.
Yeah, I'm going to go. That 6th one, yeah. I think at the beginning of the season, I was like, the ceiling is 6th. But
my ceiling was just top 10.
Just
so.
Well, yeah, but we're past that. We're past that now.
I know.
You're normally the positive one, but I think now I've had a look at it, and I've been in some bad places, and now I've calmed down.
I'm glad you're admitting it.
Yeah, I've calmed down now. Top 5. I'm going 5th. I'm going to. No, sixth.
You know what? I've pulled the table up just for me to look at it and do some
right.
I'm just doing some girl math in my head here.
Girl math.
I think I'm with Crookie with 5th.
Yeah. You like that?
Because I don't think, looking at the table as it is, I don't think Sunderland will keep this up. I don't think Villa will keep this up. So that already puts us in 5th as things stand. Yeah, I'm going to go 5th.
Lock it in.
Why not?
Yeah.
She's locked in. Okay. And just before we finish off last section of the show with another international break back on Horizon, of course, we've got a little bit more time to discuss any other business topics. The first one is that Lisandro Martinez is on his way back in, which is great to see. He's back in training. He's travelled with Argentina. To the US, not all the way to South America, but he's gone to the US. I think it is where they're playing, just to step it up because he's been back in first team training. Do we need to be careful? Well, we do need to be careful with him. How quickly do you want to see him return? And when he does, is it just thank you for your services, Luke Shaw, and we're back to Leacher?
I think you drip feed him back into the squad, which I think Ruben Amorim will do. But one thing that in terms of any other business, right, quickly that I wanted to discuss, and I can link it to Martinez because Martinez was pivotal to Ruben Amorim's kind of idea of long balls over the top. If anyone's wondering why, I suppose there's so many elements to it, but why Manchester United all of a sudden were 5 unbeaten, it's because Ruben Amorim has adapted his tactics. So we're basically in our back 4, in our back line, only 30%. That's only 30% of our action area at the moment. What Ruben Amorim's doing is he's doing a long ball, which 23 long balls per game is what we're averaging, which is 76% more than last season. So that's how much of a drastic change that is. We're not necessarily playing out from the back. And also something as well is only, let's say Liverpool, for example, only 8 of those long balls were successful. But what we're doing is we're planning and banking on winning the second ball. That's a massive change to building up from the back, which is what is expected. So what Amorim's done there is he's identified essentially
that we're rubbish from playing out from the back.
Exactly.
So just go long.
Exactly that. Yeah, exactly that. And it's part Lamens as well. Don't get me wrong. And I think when Martinez returns, see how I link it all the way back.
Yeah, I like this.
When Martinez returns, I think with that wonderful left foot that he's got potentially over the top, I think that elevates us to another level. If we get a fit Martinez and we can keep him fit, Luke Shaw, as you mentioned, is doing a fantastic job in that role, and I'm so pleased for him. But I think we drip feed him back in and out. Obviously, he's a bit injury prone, so we've got to make sure. But it could be huge news for us in terms of that back
and just
three.
Before he got injured, he was having that little period where he was really good.
Yeah.
And for you, Ange, you've caught up with another Man United legend last week. Who was it, and what did they have to say?
Well, last week it was two legends in 1 week because I
You're on a roll.
I know. I don't know who else I'm going to meet. I'm very excited. Spoke to Brian Robson last Monday. We played some of that out on the show. Spoke to Dimitar Berbatov on Thursday. That was really good. He's a real character, really fun to speak to. He is a massive fan of The Godfather.
Really?
He learned English by watching the Godfather films.
He is quite. That probably explains his persona really cool.
He looks like, is it Andy Garcia in the third one?
Yeah.
He has a bit of a look, and he was joking, be like maybe 10 years ago. Got him doing some Godfather impressions.
Oh, no way.
He was brilliant. He was such a good sport. But yeah, we were talking about Šeško saying he's cautiously optimistic and understands that transition from the Bundesliga to the Premier League, but also says, you have to understand the weight of wearing the Manchester United shirt, and he's got to kind of push through this. And I think Ruben Amorim's spoken about it as well, hasn't he? About how when he's getting the stick, he's perhaps, taking it a little bit personal sometimes, and he's had to try and help him with that.
Before we wrap up, I want to talk about the next 5 fixtures really quickly after the international break, because some United fans have gone, I'll tell you what, really favourable run this and that. A bit too dangerous for me to be doing all that. I don't see anything as favourable. I just, game by game, that's where I'm at. But the next 5 fixtures are, we'll go to you first on this, Crookie. Everton at home, Palace away, West Ham home, Wolves away, and Bournemouth home. You're looking at that. How many points are you looking at, or what sort of results are you targeting there?
Well, Everton's got to be a win.
Definitely.
To
That's
keep that
3.
good home form going. So's West Ham.
Yeah, that's
despite
6.
the fact I've seen them, their last 2 games, they've improved under Nuno, but their record at Old Trafford is pretty poor. Palace away, you probably take a point, I think.
Agreed.
It's Selhurst Park, tough place to go.
So that's
Wolves away's
7.
a win. Wolves away's a win.
10.
I've got a lot of time for Rob Edwards, but he's got a massive job on his hands there. And Bournemouth at home, if they got a point out of that, would that be terrible?
No.
No.
I'm with you on that.
So you're saying we're only dropping 2 points. So you've got 13 points out of that.
Is that right? Well, I've got Everton win, West Ham win, Wolves win. That's 9, and then Palace
draw
and Bournemouth points. That's 11.
Sorry, 11 you got. So you got 11. Yeah, I think that's. I think
there's no
I think
losses
Palace.
in there,
Yeah, exactly.
so-
I think Palace definitely. That's the one you do look at and go, you could draw.
100%.
You could even lose, but.
Yeah.
The way we're going in the away games against the teams that we don't usually win against, but if we do get what Crookie just said, that'll be 10 games unbeaten. And when you look at that run, I know it's on paper, you do expect us to beat Everton at home. You do expect us to beat West Ham at home. You do expect
you're
us
getting
to
excited.
I'm just the producer's in my ear. He's in my ear. I'm just saying it is and Bournemouth at home by then, I know it's a tough one, but it's like the Brighton one and it's like they're tough, but turn up on the day, you should be beating them.
Yeah.
And listen, we can't avoid, we can't afford to have any more losses, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I think we should give Amorim a little round of applause, because he's now finally won more games, 22, than he's lost, 21.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
And he's now lost less than Ernie Slot, hasn't he? In 2050,
Yeah,
2025.
I was going to say that's the other slot. The other stat, rather.
The other slot.
Fewer defeats than the malfunctioning slot at Anfield. At this
Yeah,
moment.
exactly.
Yeah. So we need to keep this trajectory going. Do you know what I mean?
We do. We're in the last 30 seconds of the show. Do you agree with that run? Are you targeting exactly that little point at Palace and the rest all wins?
I don't. So essentially, there's only one team there I think we can lose to, and that's Palace. So I'm looking at that game with an eyebrow raised. I don't necessarily think we'll win all of them, but I do think 4 out of 5 of those games we can certainly aim to get points from, and I think we should be winning the home games. So I'm kind of with Crookie, I'll be honest.
Yeah, definitely. Evans, they're no mugs, but I think at the international break, we're confident.
It's all tough.
Every single game's tough.
Yeah.
Who knows? Even Wolves by then might be doing all right. Who knows? It's in 4 games' time we play them. So there you go.